Okay, welcome. This is a first testing we're going to do um, of our Roller Rumble Royale. Try saying that 3 times fast. Roller Rumble Royale. This will be this is a friendly competition right now between the Angels and the Roller Divas. They're two good girl teams. However, the Divas are theoretically a better team, so they're playing as our bad girls for this round here. And so this right now is we're starting the 5th period. So in these format shows, basically they would come into the 5th period and show the final 4 periods of the match and kind of give a recap of what happened in the first half of the game and show you the second half of the game. And normally they'd show you either half of a game or half of 2 games. My format is going to be half of 2 games, but because this is a test, we're just going to do half of 1 game. So basically in the first half of this game, it was one of the lowest scoring games ever. I actually played through the entire game once already, and I'm starting this at the half of this one again, so to redo it, and just for the practice of recording this. And what happened in the first 2 periods is both teams blanked. The Divas had several opportunities at power jams, and they got blanked out on every single one of them, so it was pretty bad. So the Angels also had a couple opportunities. They were also blanked out. Most of the cards that came up in jams were looking for mean and cheat abilities, which neither team really has because these are good teams. These are good girl teams. And I purposely drafted more of the means and cheats into the bad girl teams and less into these good girl teams. There are some in there. You'll notice one of them, actually one of the cards got misprinted and it says cheater, not cheat. But yeah, that happens. And so you'll see in here that that's going to happen. In here, we're going to actually see that every time we get a cheat in here, it's not going to come up with anything. So now what I like to do is I like to shuffle these cards up real good out at the half. So I'm going to mix them up, kind of turn them around and stuff, and what have you. We have a little scoreboard here so you can see what's going on, and there's a lot of glare on that, so I may move this up here a bit. You really still can't see. Actually, it's worse there. I'm going to move this down to here. So there'll be a lot of trial and error, but they're kind of color coded here. So we got the Roller Divas in their little pink color, and then the blue color for the Angels. All right, so we're going to get started here, and a few rule changes I'm going to explain real quickly before I get started here, and I'm going to explain this in the initial video for the season as well, but some kind of housekeeping here that we need to talk about. So first of all, starred qualities. If you played this game before, you'll know that starred qualities usually are what win tiebreakers and stuff like that in between two players that have the same abilities. So for example, if we look at Angel Reed and Sassy Saffron Pruitt, these 2 players here, and yeah, the camera's got to readjust again. They both have the smart ability, but you'll notice that Sassy Saffron Pruitt has 2 stars next to hers, while Angel Reed has none. That means that Sassy Saffron Pruitt would win any tiebreaker between those 2 if they're both asked to compare the smart ability. In my universe, however, if they have an extra star, so in this situation, she has 2 stars and Angel has none, they would move up 2 on this track instead of 1. Same thing as if, say, you'll notice that, I'm looking for a good example here, big. Okay, so another one is Brandy the Bomber Bradkowski. She has a big star. And her opponent, Angelica Hoff, has no big. So in that situation, if big came up for column 2, we would also move up 2 as well. Okay. If Angelica had big and it was a big star, it would just be the standard 1 instead of the 2. So that's one real change there. The other thing is subs. The way subs work in here is all 4 subs are available. Normally this is a men's and women's game. This is all women's, so all 4 subs are available at any given time. When a player comes out, I'm going to put a red chip on them in the sub pool. That means that they cannot be substituted for the rest of that period. So if they come out, they can't be substituted for the rest of the period. At the end of the period, I remove all the red chips, and they can be subbed in at will in the next period. I leave the subs in where they are, and any switches that are made during the game, I leave those in. They get adjusted at the half, so at the half they can redo all of their lineups again. Otherwise, that's it. So those are the rule changes, and we will start with the action right off the bat so we can try to get through this as quickly as possible. All right, so we're in the 5th period, and here we go. All right, so we're taking Smart Skaters in 4. We have 1 Sassy Saffron Pruitt has 2 stars, and Reed has none. So Saffron is going to get Pruitt. She's going to get 2 spots on there. And I'm writing on the score sheet as I'm talking here. So the score sheet, I'm actually recording the plays that they win. So that's kind of an extra stat that I'm keeping track of to kind of keep track of performance outside of jammer performance, which otherwise there would only be certain people with stats, which kind of would be boring. All right, visitor team switches jammers. So again, here this is already happening here. So we're gonna switch jammers, and I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna just move Flowers into the pivot position, and we're gonna move our pivot over, and she's gonna take over. So there we go. And that's that. All right. Okay, action comes up. So we have to check a card for action. And action means skater in 1. We don't have any mean skaters in 1, so nothing happens. All right, big jammer in 5. There are no big jammers on either team. Oh, actually there is. Sorry, there is one. We just moved one over. Kai the Bullet Burke, who is our former pivot, is now jamming. She's big. So she's going to plow into an opponent, and Burke will get a credit. And we move the jam track up another one. All right. And next we do a substitute. So already, bam, substituting people. We got to choose which skater it is. It's going to be the home skater number 4. So Angel Reed comes off. So Angel Reed, we're going to have to replace her with a pivot, or I'm sorry, jammer. We only have 1 jammer available, so unfortunately it's going to be Emma Stokes. And that's going to mean that Angel Reed is unavailable, so she gets that red chip. And these substitutions happen in time, so none of the stuff gets reset. So, action. And our action here is going to be skaters in 5 get tangled. So they get tangled. We checked their TV score. So Kaya the Bullet Burke has a double A, and she will send them into a jam. So Burke gets credit for that play. Do we do the jam? I'm thinking no, because you can see that the Angels don't have any progress at all, and they're hoping they don't get screwed out of yet another jam, another power jam, which they could. You'll notice that my sheet here has super jam. I'm going to reprint this board probably tomorrow and get a new one. I have to reprint some cards too that got screwed up in the cut process, so that'll be interesting. All right, so next one is going to be action. Action. Heated words exchanged by angry skaters in 1. Again, we're checking the TV grades, and again, Kitty Knight with a double A is better than Ariana Arroyo with an A. So we go into a super jam, and Kitty Knight will be moving them forward into that super jam. All right. So now we check the super jam, our power jam, and it's only 1 point. So I'll get rid of that. All right, so the Roller Divas will tie it up, and that'll be, I'm going to give it to Kaya Burke, because she was kind of more instrumental in making that play happen. So 1 point for Burke, and we reset the jam. And here we go, keep going. Agile skater Angelica Huff. right. Don't go to sleep, monitor. Star Jammer in 5. It's going to be Kaya. So Burke again, just making all sorts of plays here. Sees Powerful Skater in 4. We have none. Powerful Skater in 4 again. Agile Skater in 3. Neither of them are agile. Mean Skater in 4. We have no mean skaters on this one. Visitor Team Skater in 1 and 2. Level opponents with forearm smashes, and they put it back into jam again. And for this, I usually give the credit to both of them. So Knight will get credit, and so will Huff. Okay. And again, they're going to wait for the power jam. So, because they have the huge advantage here. Smart Skater in 1. So we have a 2-star Smart, and that'll put them into the power jam. That was Kitty Knight again. So it's 3. Kitty Knight was huge in the actual other game I played off camera. She did really good. Alright, so we're going to draw the power jam card, and the power jam is another 1 point. Oh man, this is horrible. Normally they come up with like 3, 4, 5 points. This is kind of bad that this keeps coming up. I'm going to give Burke the point again. So 2 points for Burke in this one. And we reset the jam. Starting over again. And now we go cheat. Nope. Fast in 2. That would be Angelica Huff. So Huff gets credit. And we move on. Star Skater in 3. That will be Angie Pretty Flowers. And Fast Skater in 1. That will be Kitty Knight. Again, we're back into the jam. So they're doing a lot better. The Roller Divas are doing a lot better in this one. Trailer team gets on a roll, so they're going to move it, and nobody gets credit for that. Normally, we just kind of let that go for the team-wide. Agile Skater 1 or 2, so we're going to check all of these guys. If anybody is agile, when there is one, Angelica Huff. So Angelica Huff will move it into yet another power jam, and let's see if they get screwed yet again with a 1 or 0 point jam, and they get 3 points this time. So I'm going to give this one to Pruitt. 3 points to Pruitt. Should we lead jammer on this one? 1, 2, 3. Alright. Reset. And I have a few cards left in this one, so we may not see another jam. We'll see. Action. Alright. Nothing going there. Action. Skater kicked out of game for bad behavior. Ooh, this is not good. So, home skater number 2, Brakowski. This is going to be it for Brakowski here. She is done for the day, so we're just going to put her to the side and turn her over. She is done. They will be allowed to pull in somebody else. So I'm guessing Cora Beckwith is going to go in. So now they are down to 3 subs for the rest of the game. And they will not be getting Bradkowski's services again. And I'm just going to note on here that Bradkowski left the game because she was ejected. Wow. That's crazy. Okay. So, oh yeah, Huff we never marked for her penalty. Okay. Good. All right. So that resets everything, and we continue on. Fast Jammer in 5. We have a double fast. So here's a tie situation where both of them have stars. And so the way we determine that, first of all, is who is the losing. That would be the Angels. So the Angels are going to get the point, and that will go to Ricci. Okay. Action again, and this is probably going to end with nothing here because there's 2 cards left here to this. Home team Surge. They might be able to get another jam in. Here we go. Cheats get in 1. Nope, that's not going to do it. Now, if this card gets a jam, we actually have to draw 1 extra card. Powerful Skater in 1 or 2. And there is both, and a Royale will get the jam going. So we do need to draw a random card out of here. I will just draw one and flip it, and we'll see where we're at. So the jam basically comes up with no points on the jam. Smart Skater in 1 or 2 sends opponent to the floor. Jammer breezes past for a point. So if there's a smart jammer between here, then that's going to be Kitty Knight. So Kitty Knight will put another point up on the board, and Burke will score it. So Kitty Knight had 5 plays in that period. That's crazy. All right. So now we'll get set up for the next period. We'll be starting period number 6. Red chips get removed, as we said before, and then these all just turn. That's all we're going to do. So we're going to flip them. This is our second line here. Okay. And this line brings up Sarah Snow. Sarah Snow is a jammer for the Angels. She was kind of the star of my previous little playthrough that I did before. Just absolutely phenomenal. For someone who's only got 2 skills, one of them is a star, the other one is agile, but she is the 2 stars in agile, and basically there's only 1 player in the league for each of the stats that has 2 stars. There's a few stats that don't have anybody with 2 stars. But they're the est of that ability. So she is the most agile of the entire league. And there was one before we had that had smart. She was the smartest in the league. So that gives you kind of an idea where this is going. Now these cards, I'm going to take them, I'm going to flip these cards like this and reshuffle them. And so not only did they get turned over because I flip them as I turn them over, but then I also turn them this way. I do a really thorough reshuffle at the beginning of each half. So at the half, I'm flipping them, I'm turning them all sorts of directions. I'm flipping half the deck and kind of just really mixing them up. But with these, I'm a little bit more casual so that we can get the gameplay going. So we're going to start. I'm going to reset these. All right, and everything's ready. Here we go. Okay, Big Skater in 2. Yes, Vera Connor. So Connor will start things off. All right. Agile Skater in 1. No. Action. Cheat Skater in 1. Nope. Powerful Skater in 1. Yes, Rosario. She is going to send a pair of opponents flying into the wall. So Rosario gets some credit there. Okay. Next up is Visitor to Team Switches Jammers. So Beck, I usually do the last one here. I'm just going to have her switch with Tara as well, with Pivot as well. So that's going to be basically Pivot. So our Pivot's really a jammer, and kind of interesting. What's interesting about this now is we have that big quality in there now for that. That does come up kind of often, I noticed that, which is kind of weird. But it also can be detrimental, especially on when you get the jam result itself, because it can give the other team a power jam. The other thing you should notice here is I screwed this card up. This is the one cheater or mean player in the entire thing. This is Danny Wells, and there we go. She's a cheater. It's supposed to be cheat. So that was the one screw up I found so far in these cards. But okay, so here we go. Action. Home team surges. They move up. And highlight reel. So we're going to roll the highlight reel. And I got the highlight reel, a nice handy dandy charts like this. It's kind of cool. I actually printed these out. I had an issue with my race day booklet with red, white, and blue racing. It fell apart like after 5 races, and so I ended up making cards like this right here shortly after that, and they worked really well. Used them for probably 2 seasons of racing essentially, and so this is the first thing I did with this game is I just made these. So The result is a 32. Visitor team angered by taunts of home fans, so they get to move up. So the home fans are going nuts, and of course with this, they're always cheering for the good girls and booing the bad girls. So here we go. Speed of fast skater in 3. They're tied, but because they're tied, Jasmine Brooks will get the advantage. So her speed is going to knock an opponent off balance, and they are in a jam situation. And because they're so tight, I just need to mark off Brooks here real quick. Because they're so tight, we're going to take the jam. So we're going to go to jam right away. So there's no points in the jam. A fast jammer. So Sally Ward looks like, or it could be Danny Wells. So it's interesting. So Sally Ward, Danny Wells, and Lara. Misha Lara has it. So 2 of the jammers have that here, but only 1 has fast there. So the tiebreaker is going to go to the bad girls, and Lara is going to get it, and it's going to be 2 points for them. So 2 points for Lara, and we reset the jam tracks. Start over. Here we go. All right. Body blow from Big Skater in 4. We don't have any big skaters in 4. Action. Skaters in 3 club each other repeatedly as they circle the track. TV grade, and it's going to go to Jasmine Brooks. Yeah, you gotta love some of these. Club each other repeatedly. Agile skater in 3 spins, knocks over opponent. And that will be Mimi Beck. All right. Fired up star skater in 1. There's a double star right here, so Rosa Rosario will get that one. She sends opponents in 1 and 2, so Rios and Connor flying into the wall. Okay. And Agile Jammer in 5. That's going to be Misha Lara. She's going to weave through the pack using a series of moves. So Lara moves them up. And Smart Skater in 1 or 2 sees impending opening. So Smart Skaters, there is Tanya Becker has Smart, and so does Rebecca Rios, and so does Vera Connor. So because there's 2, Connor will give Rios the tiebreaker. And that'll move them into a jam, and I think they're going to take the jam right now. Alright, so jam gets 1 point. So we'll give Wells that. And the second part of the card says cheat jammer. We do have a cheat jammer. It's Danny Wells. So Wells is going to land an illegal blow to the defender, scores 4 points as opponent rises on the floor. So she gets another 4 points. So she basically passed the entire pack. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the Roller Divas taking a commanding lead. They actually, in the game that I played through, they beat the Angels beat the Divas by 10, so this could still come back on them. We'll have to see. We're still only in 6th period. Visitor skaters in 1 and 2 level, so it's going to be Rios and Connor. Okay. Cheat skater in 2, we don't have that. Highlight reel. Going on the highlight reel chart again, 21. And this trailing team surges, immediate power jam. So bam, they go right to power jam. Here we go. So this is where this is where people catch up. So trailing team is going to surge. They're going to get immediate power jam, and power jam says 4 points. So 4 points are going to go to. We'll give it to all the Sarah Snow. So 4 points for Sarah. 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that, catching up there. Okay, highlight reels are great because sometimes you get an immediate jam like that and can really turn the tide in a game. Okay, so now we're going to do powerful jammer in 3. They both have it, so Jasmine and Brooks will get the tiebreaker because they're behind. Mean Skater in 3, nope. Smart Skater in 2. They both have it, so Tanya Becker will get that. And she is going to, she basically shouts out instructions to the jammer who breaks free of the pack. Cheat jammer in 5 uses legal tactic. We don't have that. Then we have a penalty. Here we go, penalty. Penalty is going to be on Home Skater in 2, so Tanya Becker. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She'll be coming into the game, back into the game with 1 card remaining, so that should be interesting. So Tanya Becker is out, and we're just going to mark her as getting a penalty, and we continue on. Here we go. Oh, yeah, that resets the GM track too. So, all right. Audience roars in Star Skater 3 humiliates opponent. There are no stars, so it doesn't matter. Cheat Skater in 3, Smart Skater in 1. That will be Rebecca Rios. She notices a weakness in the opponent's track pattern. So Rios, once again. All right. Action. We're running out of cards here, so I don't know if we're going to get another jam in here. The action says Skaters in 4 trade insults, shoves, and it's going to be TV check. That's going to be Sarah Snow. All right. Second to last card here, Mean Skater in 2. There's no Mean Skater, and this will be ending the penalty as Tanya Becker comes back into the game. And our last card is going to be Home Team switches jammer from among ones of the track. So why this is important now is because this will actually be taking place in the 8th. So I'm thinking this will happen. So they'll just switch with their pivot. All right. So that is going to be it for the period. And quite a different contribution there. So, wow. Huge lead for the Divas. And we go into the next period. So I'm going to change that to 7. And we're going to start moving these. All right. So I hope everybody's enjoying this. This is like the first time I'm making one of these. So we'll see how this turns out. If you can't hear me, let me know in your comments. We'll see. Basically, provide any input you have. Also provide input if you see if I like screw up a rule or something like that. And I may tell you that, no, that's a house rule, something like that. Or I may say, yeah, I kind of screwed that up. I can guarantee that every game I played, I screw up something. And I just kind of, it happens. And with a game like this, it's really easy to kind of explain away those kind of screw-ups, because basically you can just say, well, you know what, a ref missed a play or something like that. So that happens in this kind of a sport. Trust me, you get a lot of weird things that happen. So those little screw-ups you can just kind of explain away as saying, well, yeah, the ref screwed up. So. All right, we are ready to start the 7th period. We are 2 periods away from the end here. Roller Divas have a nice little commanding lead right now over the Angels, but one thing you notice in Roller Derby in this game specifically is that teams can catch up, and specifically with the Angels being a home team. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. So, all right, we will start. Star Jammer in 5. There is one. That's going to be Kaya, the Bullet Burke, and she is going to, she sends Jamie Ricci into the crowd with Frenzy by breaking into the clear. So that'll be Burke. Yep. All right, here we go. Powerful Skater in 4. There is none. Powerful Skater in 4 again. There are none. Agile Skater in 3. There are none. Mean Skater in 4, no. Visitor team skaters in 1 and 2 level opponents with forearm smashes. So it's going to be Knight and Huff. And Knight just having a great time here. 6 plays already that she's made in this half. All right. Smart Skater in 1. Notices weakness of opponent's formation. And we have a double smart here, so this goes right to Power Gem for Kitty Knight. So she gets credit for 2 plays, and goes into Power Jam. Power Jam 1 point. So 1 point will go to. We'll give it to Pruitt, and that will reset the jam track. Yeah, the Divas are just having a lot better game this time. They're actually scoring, which is something that didn't happen in the previous game. They went 7 power jams without scoring a point last game, which is really weird. Okay, Cheat Skater in 1. Nope, don't have that. Cheat Skater in 2. Oh, Fast Skater in 2. We do have that. That's going to be Huff. And yeah, you can see right now that the Angels are a really tough spot. They've got basically 2 skaters out right now with 1 ability, and another one with 2, and 2 with 3. And they're going up against somebody with 5, and 1 with 4, 2 with 3, and 1 with 2. And a lot of that you can see, like Angel Reed sitting out right now, and there's another 2 sitting in there. So they got to hope that they get some substitutions in this period. Star Skater in 3. That's going to be Angie Pretty Flowers, and she's going to move up because she gains advantage over her opponent. Okay. Fast Skater in 1. That's going to be Kitty Knight again. Getting him into the jam already. Oh man, they are just clobbering him. She uses her speed to lead the jammer through the pack. So that is going to be Kitty Knight again. Wow, jeez. And they're just going to wait for the power jam. So, yeah, we're just kind of getting this all messed up here today. Trailing team gets under a roll. Bam. Nice. Okay. Agile Skater in 1 or 2. So there is 1, and that's going to be Angelica Huff. And she'll move it into a power jam, and here we go with the power jam again. 2 points. Oops, wow, I just kind of removed points there. We'll give that to Burke. Kind of even things out a little bit. And we reset the jam tracks once again. And Cheat Skater in 4. Nope. Big Skater in 1. That's going to be Arroyo, because Arroyo does have a star and Kitty Knight does not. So Arroyo gets a play. Okay. And Fast Jammer in 5 breaks into the clear. And that's going to be 2 star and star ability, but Ricci will get it because they're losing right now. So that is going to go to Ricci. Excellent. All right, next one is going to be Action. And it's going to be Home Team Surges, and that will put them into the jam. They're going to see if they can get into the power jam. They really need to get some power jam points here. So, Cheat Skater in 1, nope. Powerful Skater in 1 or 2. They have 1, and the other team has 1, and guess what? They get the tiebreaker. That will send them into the Super Jam from Arroyo. And here we go, a Super Jam, Power Jam, whatever we call it. Impressive, 5 points. We'll give Sarah 3 of them and Rishi 2 of them. All right. Alrighty, and we reset the jam tracks again. So some good scoring, and they're catching up now. 7 points out now. So that's good. All right, we'll start the next jam. Smart Skater in 4. We have a double smart, and yeah, that's, wow, no smart there. So that's going to be 3. 1, 2, 3. Puts him right into the jam right away. That was Pruitt. Wow. 2, 3. Wow. Okay, visitor team switches jammers. So, yeah, okay. So, actually, they're just going to switch back. So, Flowers is going to go back to where she was at, and Kaya is going to go back to where she was at. This actually works well for them to redo that switch. Cool, but it does take our big guy out there, so, okay. Action, going to be mean skater in 1, which does not happen. Okay. Big jammer in 5. No, that one just went away. Substitute. Home skater in 4. This is kind of, oh, but it's Sarah Snow. That sucks. Oh, that's bad. They basically wanted anybody but her, but Angel Reed will come in. She's not horrible. The one nice thing is she'll kind of neutralize Sassy Saffron Pruitt a little bit, and her double smart, or triple smart, I should say. So she'll only score 1 on those situations. All right, next one is another action, and we're down to like 3 cards left in this period. That's going to be a skaters in 5 get tangled, 1 wipes out. It's going to be TV grade check, and it's going to be Flowers. And that will go into a Power Jam. Power Jam result is Tangled Skate ruins Jam, 1 point scored as clock expires. We'll give it to Flowers. She has no points yet in this game, but yep, she gets the 1 point. We reset the Jam track spec to nothing, and we start again. With only 3 cards, it's likely that we're not going to get another one. It could happen though. Big Skater in 3. That will be Kaya, the Burke Bullet, or the Bullet Burke. So Burke again, just, yeah, her name's coming up quite a bit today. Home team switches jammer, so they're gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna have to put Ricci in, unfortunately. Ooh. All right. And the last card. Agile Skater in 2 uses moves to improve position for Jam. So that will be Angelica Huff, but it's not enough, and that's that. So ends that period, and that goes into the last period. So normally what I do in this last period is I'll just remove these skaters off because they're done. They won't be coming back onto the track. They are not eligible as substitutes. So we just take them off and put them with the other player that we just got rid of. Yeah, you're gone. All right, next one is these guys. Just pull them off. So that one switch at the end really didn't hurt them at all, to be honest. But these players all come off. They're done. And here we go. Reset these. We're going to redo the cards real quick. So this is going to be it. 21-14. They got to make 7 points up here. It is possible. The last game we played here, the Angels scored 8 points in the final period to the Roller Divas and no points. So it is very possible that this could happen. In fact, the crowd is getting kind of restless because the bad girls are doing too good here. Even though the Divas really aren't bad girls. They're just better at this. That's, you know, they're kind of negating the home field advantage, which is good for them. All right, here we go. Substitute right off the bat. Wow, that was quick. Sub player is going to be Visitor Skater in 2, so Vera Connor is going to be gone. And because this is the final period, we're just going to put her down because he's done. So we need to put in a blocker. We have one blocker here, and it's going to be this crappy one. Oh well. Okay. Another substitute. Wow. Bam. 1, 2. Another substitute is going to be Home Skater in 3. So Sally Ward is done for the day. Oh, I need to take that out of there. And they need to put in a pivot. And they'll put in Tori Tuttle. Tori Tiny Tuttle. Alright. Mean Jammer in 5, nope, not going to happen. Smart Jammer in 5, we do have one of those. We have one in each one, but Jasmine Brooks will win that. So Brooks will get credit for that. Alright. Fast Skater in 1. We have one, and that's going to be Rebecca Rios. So Rios, she is going to use her speed to lead the jammer through the pack. Powerful Jammer in 5. We don't have. Oh, actually, we do. Jasmine Brooks. And yeah, we got a nice little Windows notification that viruses that are not present on my machine. Yay. Okay. Powerful Jammer in 5. She is gonna outmuscle opponents, break free from the pack, says Brooks. Okay. Then we get an action. Action Jackson. Mean Skater in 2. We don't have that, so don't worry about it. Another action card. Just wiping the pack out a little bit faster, which is kind of interesting. Home team gets break from referee. They get to move up, and they get into the jam. Now they got to make a decision. I think they want to go for big points, so they're going to go for a power jam if they can. Another action card. This is wasting cards away, which is good for the Roller Divas. The action on this one, skaters in 5 get tangled up. One spins over the other over the rail into the crowd. And they're both Bs, so Jasmine Brooks is going to win that. And not only does she win that, but she puts her team into a power jam. So I'm going to make her the lead jammer for this power jam. And it's going to be easy charge to the pack. She's going to get 5 points. She just blew by everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and suddenly this is a 2-point game. Okay, now this is getting exciting. Here we go. Action Jackson again. Home team boost from noisy crowd, and the crowd is getting fired up. I'm telling you right now, this is unreal. Oh, substitute. Visitor Skater in 5, so Misha Lara is coming out. That's a huge blow. They're going to put in Sparks. Wow. Okay. Home Skater in 1 and 2 delivers series of effective body blows. Bam, bam. Rosario and Becker. Okay, it's getting exciting, folks. We get action. Home team scrambles. Jammer breaks through the pack. We got jam. Oh boy. Alright, now they gotta make a decision. Well, cards are starting to run out, but there's still some cards here. I'm thinking that they're gonna go for the power jam. Okay, so they're gonna take that risk. So here we go. Cheat Skater in 3, no. Cheat Skater in 2, no. Mean Skater in 3. No. Wow. Home Skaters in 1 and 2. Bam! Rosario Becker. Here we go. So Becker and Rosario take this into a power jam. Here we go. 4 points. Ooh. And we're going to give, we'll give Brooks all of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And suddenly there's a 2-point lead for the good girls. And I told you this could just flip. The one thing, there's a huge catch-up mechanism in this game for the team that's down. So the games are always very close at the end. Mean Skater, no. Mean Skater, no. Highlight reel here. Ooh, this could be interesting. Highlight reel could decide this match. 51. Trailing team rallies, burst forth into an immediate power jam. Oh, this is exciting. And there are 4 cards left right now. 4 cards, and one of them is going to be drawing this power jam right here. Power jam, 4 points. Oh my gosh. Danny Wells, we'll split them up. So Wells gets 2 and Sparks will get 2. And wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now they have a 2-point lead, and there are 3, count them, 3 cards left. This is it. So they gotta, pretty much at this point, they gotta hope that either they move on all 3 cards and get up into the jam, and the force a jam, because you can't end on a jam, so you basically will draw an additional card to get the jam results. But we'll see. Let's see what happens. Body blow from Big Skater at 4. There is no Big Skater, so no movement here. Oh, sorry, there's one more card. There's now 3 cards, sorry. Big Skater in 3. Oh, and there is one that's... wow, Tory Tiny Tuttle. Interesting. All right. Cheat Skater in 3. There is none, and there's 1 card left. This is that. This either has to be something where they can move to, which I don't see anywhere they can, or it's going to be highlight reel. And that's the only other thing that's going to save them at this point. And it's going to be Fast Skater in 4. It's actually going to be Danny Wells. It's going to move up 2, and that will be it. So that is it. And the final is the Roller Divas 25, the Angels 23. And looking at the halftime Brooks, and we already put Brooks away here. I'm going to pull her card out just so we can look at her as we talk about her a little bit. Of course, I can't find her. Is she out there? Oh yeah, she is. Jasmine Brooks. Here we go. Jasmine Brooks. Jasmine was kind of the player of the game, even though she's on the losing side. She had 9 total points in 6 plays. The player of the game on the winning side was probably Burke. And that was Burke. Burke. Kia the Bullet Burke. She was originally a pivot, but she got recruited early into the game as a. She got recruited in as a jammer and scored points as a jammer. And she was kind of key in a lot of plays. She was actually, she was only involved in 5 plays in the half, but she scored 5 points off of those in those plays. She is the team captain as well. She is at AA, and I like my team captains to be pivots, so that's a good example of that right there. So that's pretty much a wrap up of this game and of my sample game. We came in at how much time we got here? Oh, the screen went dark on me again. I really need to find a way to stop that. Anyways, we came in at, I'm not seeing where recording time is on here. Should be in here somewhere. It says how much memory I've consumed. It's 6 gigs in presentation here, but doesn't really tell me how long it's going to be. So we'll figure that out after this is saved. But yeah, that's it. So leave a comment, tell me what you guys think of this. If you think it's bullshit, don't like it, or if you like it, leave something in there. And also leave any comments of any misplays you see in there. And we'll try to do a quality control process for this. But yeah, I'm running out of voice, and we're running out of time. So let's end this now. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.